How's it going? This is Lunch with the One-Eyed Fat Man, number 33. This is this channel is here to entertain, to educate, and to offend everybody on the planet at least once. The coronavirus is still going strong. I finally found a lady that got $1,200. She got $1,200 a couple days ago or something like that, stimulus check, and she went out and bought an Xbox. you know, it's her money. She can do whatever the hell she wants to do with it. But she bought an Xbox, and oh well, American taxpayers' dollars at work, I guess it's called. And that's about the only person I know that's got the money. I don't know anybody else that's got a stimulus check, but I don't know too many people. So remember, May 1st, noon, Mountain Time, everybody, go to your doors and windows. I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. This is going pretty slow for me. I think I've only got about 7 people that's going to do it. And for some reason, it's only women. I don't have a guy they just think you're crazy. What the hell is that going to do? To me, it just shows the power that we have, and the coronavirus, it stopped so much stuff in the world at one time. The money that was spent, it's phenomenal, hundreds of trillions of dollars by the time it's said and done, by the time it's said and done. They could probably, every vehicle, like, say the mail carriers or whatever, every one of those vehicles could be electric, electric. And probably UPS too in the United States, I don't know. But there's too much money. There's only one solution. Get those people that are making the viruses, hold them accountable. It's weapons of mass destruction, and they need to be punished. Honestly, they do. They need to be punished. I don't care if you're American, Russian, Chinese, or whatever the fuck. You don't need to be making shit like this. Why are you doing it? It's a man-made virus, and all it is to kill people. That's the number one goal, to kill people. Well, what am I having today? I'm having, got a little bit of tea too, but I'm having crackers. That's funny. Cracker eating a cracker. And here's my 2 kids. They're twins. But yeah, it's not anything to laugh about. I'm more depressed than mad anymore because it's starting to piss me off. Because how many people are going to suffer? How many people are going to suffer? I saw in the news where, I don't know what city or state it was, but they went to a funeral and the body that was in the casket wasn't even the lady that passed away. Because people are so stressed out. The bad thing about it, people are just dumbed down. They're not professional anymore. I noticed that about 5 years ago. No matter where I went, they had no clue what they were doing with their job. It didn't matter what it was. It didn't matter if it was a Walmart greeter, somebody working at a convenience store, a city clerk, a judge, whatever. They act like it was the first day on the job. They're not trained. They're just stupid people, and I don't know why. If you're being paid to do that job, you should know what the hell's going on. But I can't believe somebody switched a body. They didn't switch it. They just made a mistake. And, it'd be sad for somebody to go see a viewing and it's the wrong person. But yeah, everybody's under a lot of stress. And, don't panic. Don't do anything stupid. We're all in it together. Most of us are going to survive. But it's like in the Bible, of course. I keep saying this a lot. In Revelations, 1/3 will die of pestilence. That's bugs and germs and viruses and stuff like that. 1/3 will die of the beast of the fields. That's your pork. I've noticed a lot of pork producers are laying people off because coronavirus is going through it. But the thing is, I don't know if coronavirus could go into the meat, They don't know too much about this stuff because everybody now is just a guinea pig, So the thing is social distancing. Hopefully, they'll get a hold of it. I don't think they can. I honestly don't. And the thing is, a lot of the rich people, they're going underground. They've already got bunkers saved, stocked up and got everything down there. They can live there for years and years and years without even seeing the sunlight. They'll have lights down there, LED lights. make you feel like the sun. You know, have pictures and murals and waterfalls and grass and everything, you know. Just like being outside, fresh air. And they're the main people that started this, like the New World Order. The New World Order is coming into power. And this right here is just a beta testing. People don't believe it. They don't believe it. I don't know. They got their head in the sand. And, you know, I get a lot of hate mail, email or whatever it's called. I don't know, comments or whatever the fuck it is. That they just don't believe what I'm saying, but that's fine. They don't have to watch this, you know. But I want everybody to get together and pass it on, you know. 1 minute of your time, what the hell, you know. That's like I was watching Wendy. What is it? Who you doing? Who you doing? Nobody's doing anybody anymore. I think the birth rate's going down. You know, that's another thing I'm curious about, the birth rate in the hospitals and stuff, you know. Are they, has any baby died of coronavirus being contacted in the hospital? You know, because there's a lot of places that have those patients and stuff that are dying. The homeless people, you know, they're not going to get rid of it. And more people are going to be homeless. That's what's sad. More people are going to be homeless because the bill collectors, the debt collectors are going to come. They're going to come and take your stuff. They ain't going to care. They're not going to care. The richer the people are, they're the ones going to take your stuff. You know, Citibank, Goldman Sachs, what's those other ones? I can't even think of them. But the debt people are Midland Funding and Portfolio Recovery. Remember those names. A few years they'll be coming after your stuff, you know. And it's sad. Like I always say, I don't know how many times I got to stress this. We went through the generation of the fig tree from 1948 to 2017. That's came and passed. It's gone. It's gone. It's never coming back. Now we're in the four horsemen of the apocalypse. Political, educational, monetary, religion. All that is fake. All of it. Every bit of it is fake. Fake, fake. You know. You think that you're going to church and your church is a good church? More than likely it's not. There's going to be some of the people in your church that's going to go to heaven, you know. But usually the higher leaders, the leaderships in those churches, they're just there for the money, you know. They're not there for you. You go there, why don't you test this out and just go there to the highest leaders you can find and ask them to help you with your car payment, your house payment, whatever. Just tell them you're going through hard times and see what they tell you, you know. Oh, God will provide, but look where they're living, you know. They're living pretty high. And some of the ministers have jets. They said, God told me to have a jet. It's like this. Everybody's going to go podcasting. I guess this is called a podcast. I don't know what it's called. I don't even know if anybody's listening. But anyway, everybody's going to be doing this. This is the new norm, you know. And really, I'd like to have a guest, figure out how to do a guest or something, you know, to talk. But it's sad, man. It is the mark of the beast. It is the mark of the beast. The computer, and they're watching us, you know. There's no doubt in my mind. Because I've even done it myself. I went to Smith's one time and bought some cookies, and they wanted me to punch in my phone number, which I did, to get $1 off a thing of cookies. I think $1. All right, I'm saving $1. So you punch in the phone number, you get $1 off your Keeblers. I think it was Keebler cookies. Grasshoppers, of course. Gotta have grasshoppers. And I came back. Turned the computer on. It was like 15 minutes later, and the pop-up was Keebler cookies, grasshoppers, you know. But I love grasshopper cookies, man. Chocolate mint, good stuff. There's nothing wrong with Keeblers. Keeblers are good too. But yeah, they're watching us, and the price of fuel is going down. You know, people are going to suffer. But they really shouldn't have did the combustible engine anyway. Never, ever, ever, ever. You know, we should have just went straight to electric. Like I was showing some of the stuff yesterday. I went off on a tangent yesterday showing different stuff. When people get that $1,200, if it's a little bit extra or whatever, invest in a electric blanket. You know, make sure you got a good quality blanket. You know, 4 stars rating, 4, 4.5, 5 or whatever. And get you one of those. Get you, let me see. Some power ad, 20,000 milliamp battery things, and that thing I showed you that's out of China. I don't know how they do it, but it's a 5 volt. You know, the 20 milliamp battery is a 5 volt, but you can plug this into a 12 volt or a 9 volt, whatever, and you can run small electronics. It's crazy, crazy. And I've done it before. I ran fans. I've ran laptops or whatever. Laptops you can do it anyway. But I've done a lot of stuff. I put them on YouTube too. Like even I have a record player. I can play my old records if I want on a battery, and that's nuts. Hopefully somebody is writing in some good comments, but I don't know. I can't see that. So if they're writing in some bad stuff, waste your time, man. Go for it, dude. That's all I can say. But yeah, invest in some sort of solar or something, some sort of energy. Because winter's coming on. It may not be here today, but in another 6 months, it's going to start getting cold. So you're going to have to figure out what to do, Invest in an electric blanket at least. And that way you can turn your heat down at night and you can be comfortable in your bed, for a lot less electricity. And the politicians, I don't even know what they're voting for. I saw that today earlier that they don't want you to vote for home, and some people want to go in and blah, blah, blah. Politicians are just, they're not real, man. They're not real. I don't even know why anybody would even want that job. Trump, I have no clue. To me, he was better than Hillary. That's all I can say. For me, for me. But why would he want to do it for another 4 years? Those first 4 years was hell, total hell from the day one, all the way through. Why would you want to do another 4? It's like that Pope that he became Pope, I don't know, like 10 years ago or something like that, 7 years ago. He did it for a couple months and said, the hell with this shit, I'm leaving, man. I'm resigning. And he quit being a Pope. Probably because he knew all the bullshit, was coming down and stuff like that. The world will never be the same. And it's sad, and more people are going to be homeless. But I don't know, trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars. They're still pumping that shit out. It's fake. It's fake. It's all fake. So people need to try to get a little bit self-sufficient, plant a little bit of a garden. Get some sort of battery backup, even smaller ones, just for the hell of it. And solar power. So during the day, you can charge your batteries and stuff like that. And then at night, you can use them. Just the little 20 volts, like a 20 milliamps, like I said. They only cost $20, and they're well worth it. Don't pay over that, because you can go on eBay and get them, free shipping and free handling and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just nuts. I'm more sad and depressed than I am mad, because I know I'm going to be all right. I know I'm going to be all right. But it's the other people that haven't a clue what's going on. They're just clueless, like sheep to the slaughter. They're going to follow the rest of them. And, maybe they deserve it. I don't know. But the thing, a lot of people say that the blacks, there's more coronavirus in the blacks. The reason why, this is it, people, this is it. Those people want to go out and they want to visit. Hey, I know a nigger over here, man. I know a nigger. Let's go see him. Let's go visit him. They go over there, they get infected, and then they infect the whole family, Don't do that shit. Do like this. Go on your tablet or your phone or whatever and visit with them, You don't have to go over and see them. You don't have to visit them. One of these days they're going to be bringing food to your house or whatever, like a food box or something. And that's the way life is going to be. You're going to be dependent on the government. Whatever they give you, that's what you have to eat off of, And that's the way society is. The jobs are going to be gone. They have to get rid of the population. The air quality is getting better in Los Angeles because nobody's on the freeways. Nobody's at Disneyland. Nobody's nowhere. There's no vacationers. And the people in Vegas, they want to reopen. And that's a stupid thing too, bringing people from different countries and different states and whatever. And it's just going to start all over again because they have no cure for this. Maybe it is just a common cold. I don't know, but I don't want to take that chance. You know, I've lived long enough anyway. You know, I'm ready to go. It doesn't matter to me. But still, don't pass it on to somebody else. You know, it's like that meth movie. It's just meth. It's called Meth. It's a documentary, and they interview like I don't know 6, 7, 8 guys that do meth, but they're all gay, and every one of them had AIDS, and they didn't care. You know, they just didn't care, and they go out to raves. I guess they used to call them raves and stuff like that, infect other people, and to them it was nothing. So like this, people go out for what? You know, for what? You don't need to go out. You should already be stocked up. And, you know, we need to pass it on because everybody's mad. And the people that do this, the people that make this virus, they need to be punished, man. It's a war crime. It is a war crime. And they're probably doing it in the United States too, you know. And really, that's what we need to do. What is it called? Whistleblowers, you know. If you know somebody that's working in a lab that's doing this, we need to get it stopped. You know, we need to get it stopped. Be a whistleblower. I don't care. Just think of how many lives you could save. And that guy there needs to go into prison for inventing shit, you know. Why do we need it? The only reason it's there for is to kill people. That's the only reason. There's nothing, no other reason. And those people are top scientists, you know. That's how educated they are. They're like, oh, I'm educated, let's kill some people. That's pretty fucking smart, you know. But the thing is, it doesn't matter how smart you are, what kind of education you have, whatever. You could only have like a 4th or 5th grade education. The computer is an equalizer. It can equalize anybody to do anything, you know. It is a God with a small g. But like, say you got a PhD and, you know, you spent thousands and thousands of dollars on that, you know, probably $100,000 to get a PhD. A kid that's in 6th grade could have the same knowledge on a computer that he only paid, you know, $400 for. Same shit. You'd be just as smart. You say, well, he doesn't have the experience. But what about you? You just get out of college. You don't have the experience either, you know. You're book smart and that's about it. And the kid's computer smart. You know what I'm saying? It's the same. There's no difference. Like, okay, political, educational, like I said, educational, all knowledge comes from God. And all knowledge is free. Monetary, they're pumping that shit out left and right. They have nothing to back it. It's all fake. Religion's fake. Don't get me started on religion, because that pisses me off more than anything. You know, the people that say that they need the money, donate 10% of your tithings to me, and everything will be okay. You know. And there's people like in the Mormon Church. They got an underground city there, underground place for the prophets and the Quorum of the 12. If I'm lying, prove me wrong. That's all I'm saying. If I'm lying, there's a million Mormons out there right around my area. Prove me wrong. You know, say he's lying. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Same with the second anointing. You know, they have the second anointing. As soon as they go through that shit, they don't have to wear their underwear. They don't have to pay tithings. It's automatically a free passage to heaven in the second anointing. And if I'm wrong, prove me wrong. And I'll say, hey, I'm sorry. You know, I'm wrong. But I'm not. Because they can't prove it to me, you know. They can't prove me wrong. But the coronavirus, it's crazy. You know, it's just nuts. And I don't know if it's like mucus in your lungs, what kills you, or what it does. You know, I have no clue, because I'm not a doctor myself. But what's weird is maybe it's allergic reaction, because some people have it, some people don't. It's like I'm allergic to cilantro. I don't know why, but I just can't eat cilantro. I don't like it anyway. But if I eat that shit, my blood pressure goes off the charts, and I swell up a little bit, and you know, that shit could kill me if I did it every day for a month. But I don't know if it's allergic reaction. Maybe that's what they need to investigate, if it's allergic. Some people are allergic to this because they don't know what kind of viruses are in there. You know, the other doctors that are trying to make an antidote, you know, they have no clue either. But those people are taking their lives in risk to try to find an antidote to stop this. But the main way to stop it is don't make it. You know, don't make it. It's the main thing. And I don't see an end to it. I honestly don't. It's going to come around and come around and come around and come around. And the people are going underground, you know. The billionaires, they seen it coming. They got their bunkers made, you know, underground bunkers. And they're going to make it. They'll survive. But they have to get rid of a lot of people. They have to get rid of a lot of them. And, you know, I don't know what to say about that. But it's planned. It's planned. Well, I don't want to talk too long. I don't want to go off on a tangent. I just want to say, stocking up. Excuse me. Start stocking up, like on batteries and different things like that. You know, like I said, Powerade. I'm not affiliated with Powerade. To me, I have no problems with it. It's done me good. I've got 4 of them. They only cost $20 a piece, and I've used them a lot. And they're all still good, you know. I've got my money's worth out of each and every one of them, and they're still going strong. But it's only 20 milliamps. I don't know how much power that is, but it could run a O2 Cool fan at nighttime. See, like summer's coming on, instead of using the air conditioning, because your money's going to be running out, folks. You know, you got to figure out what to do. So what I did is I froze some water jugs and stuff like that, stick them on a little table beside my bed. Plug that fan in, and the O2 Cool fan was kind of like air conditioning. You know, it's not air conditioning, but it's cheap, you know, a couple pennies a day. Because you're going to run your refrigerator anyway, or your freezer, and might as well freeze some jugs of water. But, you know, in the nighttime, it's going to be hard too. In the winter, you need an electric blanket. Cut down on your electrical cost. Because sooner or later, yeah, we all are going to be dependent on the government. You know, that's the way it is. Ordered by chaos. They keep us in the house orderly. You know, we're all orderly. And when you get out to go to the store and stuff, it's chaotic. You know, it's really chaotic. See, like earlier, I said something about the Walmart greeters. Okay, Walmart greeter, they used to say, "Hi, how you doing?" Whatever, you know. And now they give you a dirty look, like there's 2 or 3 of them standing there instead of just one. At this Walmart, anyway. I don't know about yours. But you got to go a certain way, you know, you have to go through this taped off area, and you have to walk, and, you know, the last time I was there, I haven't been there for a month, but there was 3 of them there, you know, telling people what to do. And you could only use one door in and out, you know, because it was a super center. They usually have 2 doors in the parking lot. You can only go through one. And, you know, it's nuts. And people's jobs aren't coming back. You know, they're not coming back. But pass it on, May 1st, Mayday, noon Mountain Time. I'm mad as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore. I want everybody to do that. Please pass it on, please. Because I just want to show our numbers, you know, the numbers of us that are pissed, you know, and we are mad, you know. Everybody at noon, just go to your windows and doors and just yell for 1 minute, man. And pass it on. A peaceful protest. The world's largest peaceful protest ever. You know, May 1st, noon Mountain Time. Just figure it out on your clocks. And everybody shouts and yells just for a minute. You know, get some frustration out. And even have your kids do it if you want. Have your kids do it. Have your husband do it. You know. Tell your boss to shut down for a minute if you're still working. Most people aren't going to be working. See, that's what's crazy. I always show you that stuff. Okay, this is the guy that started it. I always show you this because I want you to look on the internet and check this guy out. Okay. Plus, May 1st is also International Workers' Day. You know, that was International Workers' Day, not just national. The whole world was going to celebrate May 1st. And May 1st is an Illuminati day. It's a devil worshippers day. You know, like I told you before, tell you again. That's the day they got bin Laden. You take a look at it, still Team 6. I don't think any of them really realized what they were doing, you know. Still Team 6 is a good team, you know. They're not bad people. They're just doing their jobs. But anyway, they went in there with body cams to get bin Laden. And the people back here in the United States or wherever they're at, or watching it on the computer, you know, and you probably have big old widescreens, you know. It's just like watching The Purge. They went in there and they shot some people, and then they went and shot Bin Laden, and you know, and Hillary Clinton was there, Obama was there, some of the generals were there that we know of, plus some of the other people from the New World Order. They were there. It was May 1st. When they got Bin Laden, it was a little bit after midnight, May 2nd, his time. But if you come back to where these guys were at, celebrating the Devil Worshippers Day, it was on May 1st. So that's why they say Mayday, Mayday, Mayday is the international sign of distress. You know, that's what they want. They want order by chaos. They want you to be dependent on the government. And that's about all I got to say about that. It's just, what am I going to say? Let's do this. Don't be so negative, people. Don't be so negative. Too negative to make it positive, right? There you go. Okay. Well, that's lunch with the one-eyed fat man. I don't know who this is. God bless and have a good day.